Good afternoon and a warm Saturday afternoon here for the Oil and Gas Premier League, the Challenger Trophy. After the conclusion of the Fighter Trophy between JSS and DNO Dynamos, we move on to the Challenger game between SuperTech and OiLSERV Risers. Anshul from SuperTech is leading the side and Akhilesh is leading for OiLSERV Risers. Our umpires, Harish and Shabaz, will be officiating this game. We'll toss the coin. Harish and Akhilesh is going to flip the coin. Anshul gives a call. Tails is a call. Heads it is. Akhilesh, you won the toss. What do you want to do?
We'll bat first. As usual, we did the previous games as well, because whenever we won the toss, we tried to bat first, and so that we can put good score on board, and then we can defend it well. So that's the target. We know it's an important game for both of us, both the teams, because we both wanted to finish it on a winning side when we play this last game of the tournament. So it's an important game. So we wanted to finish it on a winner side. So that's the plan, as we planned, and we had a discussion with our team. So we will go for a bat first, and then we will defend the score.
What sort of a score are you putting on? The wicket looks pretty nice. It's already been used before in the day. It's warm. There's not much of moisture. There's going to be a lot of runs scored on this ground.
Yeah, I will try to put at least 180 plus score on this wicket, so that we can defend it well, and it will be a good competitive game.
Anyway, thank you and all the best for the game. Anshul, happy to bowl first on this wicket. It's warm out here. It could be a bit taxing on the boys.
Yes, we too actually wanted to bat first and want to make a score close to 180, but not a problem. We have a good bowling lineup, and we will try to restrict them to 150, 160, because the pitch looks good for the batting throughout the match.
And what has been the team talk? I mean, y'all have missed out on playing the championship game, but still a challengers game. So what sort of a challenge have you put up to the boys?
To be disciplined during the bowling. We have been giving away too many extras during the death overs, and yeah, I think the fielding needs to up their game, and the keeping, which has been a concern. We have tried to work that out during the sessions. So yeah, we look forward to a good game on this match.
Anyway, all the best for this game. So the challenger game between OiLSERV Risers and SuperTech. SuperTech are going to bowl first, as OiLSERV won the toss and elected to take first strike. We'll have live action coming in the next few minutes. Stay tuned. Thank you. match between OiLSERVs and SuperTech. OiLSERV risers Akhilesh winning the toss, electing to bat first. That means the SuperTech boys will have to take the field. Coming in for their team huddle before they walk in. The umpires Shabaz and Harish Awadi in the center. Important game. Both the teams have had their fair share of success in this tournament. Will want to close it out on a high by winning that Challenger Cup. The Oil and Gas Premier League Season 1, penultimate game of the tournament. This game is going to be followed by the championship game between Petrofac and Cummins Arabia. Anshul Srivastava leading his side inside. It's 11 men walk in. Change in the batting order today. Jatin is going to be partnered by the captain Akhilesh. Deep, come here, Jaldi.
9, 11, 9, 10. Deep. 11, 10. Power on. 8, 9, 10.
हाँ जो स्ट्रेट खड़े हैं हरीश अंकल Anshul Srivastava, the captain, going to open the bowling for his side. The last time these two teams met at the league phase, OiLSERV Risers had registered a 30-run win on the back of a well-made 176 in the 6 overs, and then SuperTech in reply were 146 for 9. As the first ball of the game, and starts off with a wide. So first runs on the board, courtesy a wide. Anshul trying to take the ball away from the batsman, but keeping it outside the tram lines. We called a wide, so 1 run on board. As we see, have a look at the field. 2 men outside the ring, the man at fine leg. And another wide. And a man at third man, so conventional field here. No slip, in spite of knowing that the ball's doing a bit, there's a bit of cross breeze, would be tempted to keep a slip and invite that cut as this time squares him up. Akhilesh plays it down to third man for a single. Score moves on to 3. So the left-hander Jatin comes on strike. Now that's got a bit of a concern for any captain and the bowler who in this place is Anshul to set the field and make sure you bowl the right lines. Jatin on strike for the first time. Anshul coming into bowl. Cuts this one towards the gully position. The man at third man giving the chase. Completing an easy double. Score moves on to 5. It's a warm afternoon here as the temperatures start rising up. Oh, beautiful ball up there. And Jatin playing a defensive stroke, wanting a single. Anshul to Jatin. Chance of an edge. Just cramping him for room. He's trying to access the point region. Needs to understand if the ball is up, he needs to play straight rather than square. Score remains on 5. A quick single towards covers, score 6 with the ball to face. Jatin batting 3 of 4, Akhilesh batting 1 of 1, 2 extras in the innings. This is what Anshul was talking at the toss, that they need to be disciplined. They need to be disciplined with the ball. And he's already, as he bowls this one wide, and Akhilesh plays it towards the gully region. Misfield there, 2 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 8. End of the first over, 8 for no loss. Both the batsmen on 3 each, 2 extras. As Ansar comes into bowl. Not expected him to bowl quite early in the innings. Change in tactics, bringing the spinner on quite early, sensing that they need wickets up front, and they would really want to see the back of Jatin as soon as possible. He is a man who can anchor this innings and propel the score to 170 odd, which they are looking. Already reached 8 runs for the loss of no wicket, as the wicketkeeper has to get his helmet on, standing close to the stumps. Ansar coming from around in between the umpire. Looping delivery, Jatin sizing up for the drive, the length not there, changing his approach at the last second. So the score remains on 8. Down the leg side, being called a wide, and good bit of keeping by the wicket keeper, moving to his right. Normally you get blinded as the ball goes down the leg side, but if you're a sharp wicket keeper, you can take those as he keeps a looping delivery, inviting the batsman to play the drive. As this time over the cover region, the ball racing towards the boundary, and the first boundary of the game coming through the blade of the batsman, Jatin. Score moves on to 13. Score 13 for the loss of no wicket. On the pads. आप लोग का बैट्समैन कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा आप लोग का बैट्समैन ही कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा इसीलिए मैं आ रहा था बॉल प्ले हो जाए ना उसके बाद नहीं तो फिर he'll get confused स्निक विक होगी नहीं नहीं दिखेगा तो फिर टेंशन हो जाएगी one more run added to the total score moves on to 14 खतरा है As Ansar balls to Akhilesh, asking for an LBW, must be missing down leg side, playing the sweep, but umpire deems that it was batted, so no chance of an LBW if you have played the ball. Score moves on to 15, Akhilesh moves on to 4 of 3, Jatin batting 8 of 8 with a boundary. Seven runs coming off the 5 balls so far with the ball to go. Again, right up to the batsman. Plays it back to the bowler. End of the over. 7 runs of that over. 15 for the loss of no wicket at the end of 2. Anshul giving away 8 runs of the first over. 7 second over resulting in 7 runs. We are in the power play and quite important that the batsmen take the initiative in the power play and quite on the same page. It is important for the bowlers as well to contain the batsmen. So far they've done well. They've maintained a rate of 7.5, which is quite good considering that you have only 2 men allowed outside the circle. And it all depends on how in the next couple of overs how this power play is going to pan out, as both the batsmen will start getting a measure of the wicket. As Anshul in to bowl to his counterpart, Akhilesh. Again wanting to cut that one ball, the keeper managing to collect it just above his ankles. He might need to adjust himself, might want to come a step or 2 up if he wants to collect the ball somewhere in his midriff or in his towards his, up to his knee. Wouldn't be too comfortable collecting the ball on his ankle height. As this time Akhilesh plays back to a foolish delivery and loses his off stump. It's quite on the cards that he was trying to play everything on the offside. It was just a matter of one pitching in line of the stumps and he misses that one, and so does that happen. So 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. The man out, Akhilesh, the captain. Anshul winning the battle of the captains so far. He's out for 4 of 5 balls. As Aniket Singh makes his way to the center. 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. As Aniket Singh comes in at number 3. Quite a vital spot in the T20 game as you come into the fall of first wicket and you have to maximize on the power play. And at the same time, you got to make sure you don't lose any more wickets as you already lost 1. Anshul to Aniket. So far, it's most of the A's who've been in action. It is Anshul, Akhilesh, Ansar, Aniket. Deep, come this side. Deep, not near this one. Come this side. Again, Anshul has settled into a good line. They're now probing the off stump, creating doubts in the minds of the batsmen. 15 for the loss, still 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. This time onto the pads, plays it towards the square leg area, the man at square leg, and fine leg giving the chase. Fine leg just managing to keep it within the boundary ropes. 2 more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 17. First runs after the fall of the first wicket. Again, it's inner edge. Lucky for him, the ball not kissing the stumps, so 1 more run added. Not sure what the wicketkeeper was appealing for, so 1 more run added. Score moves on to 18. At the end of 3 overs, 18 for the loss of 1 wicket. The man out, Akhilesh, is out for 4 of 5 balls bowled by Anshul. Bring me water and come, I'm feeling thirsty. Pani. वो 2-3 bottle लेके आ वहाँ से. As we have a change, Bruno comes in to bowl the 4th over, first change in the game. Bruno into Boto Aniket on the pads, down leg side. Rather very excited appeal from Bruno. He knows it's going down leg side. Just trying to upset the umpire. Doesn't umpire not moved by it. The ball now very well. Just telling the umpire, yes, that was moving down leg. So leg by. Score moves on to 19. And that's what happens with the fast bowlers. Quite excited gentlemen who think every time it hits the pad, it's going to hit onto the stumps. He knows he's bowled it on middle and leg, and it's going down. Bruno this time bowling it on the pads of Jatin, and he plays it down towards fine leg for a single. Score moves on to 20. 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. Plays it back to the bowler, no run there.
वही वायर के लिए मिल लेंगे और क्या बोल रहे थे आप वायर तो चलो मुश्किल नहीं वायर का तो इतना
20 for the loss of 1 wicket. So far, OiLSERV are missing that blaze that they're required at the start of the innings. There's chance of a cotton ball and just outside the reach of Bruno. One bounce gets into his hand. Vinay! Harish!
वही पूछेगा था जब वायर बोल दिया सर मैंने उसको बोल दिया
3.4 overs completed, 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. More importantly, they have managed to keep Jatin off strike. As another one under the bat, and Aniket is at the moment not able to put bat to ball. He's 3 of 8. Mama ko video call karo. She called, I disconnected. Ask her. Tell him. हाँ ठीक है जी. Last ball of the over, plays it towards covers. Chance of a run out. They need to see if the batsman wavered throw. Still asking for a decision, and umpire says not out. So 20 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 4 overs. Aniket just nearly running himself out. Is happy to second change. Jatin on strike. Drives this through the cover region. Handsome shot. The man from covers giving the chase, but the ball wins the race. So much needed boundary for the OiLSERV Risers. The second boundary of the game. Score moves on to 24 for the loss of 1 wicket. Bowler pitching this one, rather overcooking that one. Score moves on to 24. Wanting to cut this one, not the right length. This time called a wide outside the tram lines. Jatin wanting to cut this one, not there in the zone. This time cuts this one again. Change in field this time. The man at covers was kept outside for that cut. Score moves on to 26 for the loss of 1 wicket. Man out Akhilesh to the bowling of Anshul. Since then, the onus is on Jatin to anchor this team and get a respectable total. Semlai, the bowler, already hit for boundary in the first ball, gives away wide and a single. So 6 runs of this over so far. Scores 26 for the loss of 1 wicket. Aniket maneuvers this on the pads towards square leg, gets a single, score moves on to 27. Score moves on to 27 for the loss of 1 wicket. Again, Jatin cutting this one. The man at point doing the fielding but can't stop the single. The score moves on to 28. As the last ball of the 5th over coming up. It's coming towards the end of power play. So a decent power play so far. Both the teams will be quite pleased with that. None of them punching away their way. Just have to watch what happens in this ball as Aniket plays this in the air. Anshul coming and takes a fantastic catch. Running another 15 yards or so as we speak to Deepak, who's just comes in. 28 for the loss of 2 wicket. Deepak, welcome. Quite happy with the weight? Okay, Lucky? Okay. Deepak, welcome. Happy with the way? 28 runs in 5 overs and 2 wickets.
Thank you so much. Great to be here today. I think playing much better than the last match that we had with the same team. So I think we picked up 2 early wickets. So this sets up a good. I think we want to chase under 150. So that would be a good target to put them under pressure. So I think maybe another wicket or 2. I think would put them in much better position to get a target of close to 100 to 120 is what we're looking to get them down to. So hopefully we can get some more wickets and let's have this exciting game today.
And speaking of the toss to Anshul, he said the team talk has been to be more disciplined, hold their catches and not bowl too many wides or no balls. Is that what they've done so well so far? Anshul himself has taken a catch, just given away 2 or 3 extras in the 5 runs. So this is paying off. The talk has been paying off.
Ideally, we would have batted first, but I think bowling first also has paid off well. The 2 early wickets and good catches we've seen today has been awesome. So I think wish them all the best today, and let's look forward for a good win today.
Your role so far, you're playing or you're just being on the sidelines?
No, I'm going to be into.
All right, we'll be talking to Deepak again. 28 for 2 at the end of 5 overs, as we had just seen the back of Aniket Singh out for a good running catch by the captain Anshul. So Anshul's got a hand in both the wickets that have fallen so far. As Bruno comes in to bowl the 6th over, the last over of power play. Jatin drives this one towards mid-off. Semlai misfielding there, allowing Jatin to make his ground. So Manish comes in at number 4. The 29 for 2 at the end of 5.1. Manish taking strike for the first time. He's coming at number 4. Manish, I heard, is a cricket coach for youngsters, so we'll have to bring all his coaching skills to the fore here himself and perform. They very badly need to have a partnership. They've already seen the back of 2 of their batsmen as Manish goes for an expansive drive. Bruno has bowled a good over that he bowled the last time. He just gave away a single of that over. He's just given away 1 run of the 2 balls that he's bowled. So as we were talking, that both the teams who could be quite happy with the way the power play has gone. As of now, the scale's tilting towards SuperTech. They've already got 2 in the power play, which is quite nice. And at the moment, they have kept a lid on the scoring. They're not allowing the batsmen to free their arms. It's only Jatin who's been getting some runs. He's got 16 or 15 balls. And they've been ably aided by 5 runs in extras. That is the second highest run getter so far in the game. They will want somebody from there to score big from the bat. As we have a few batters in the wings in the waiting. Vineet Deshpande, Subbu, Ishan Mistry. As again Manish is playing all over the ball. He's not playing in the line. He's just probably expecting it to do a bit too much. While it's not, it's still 29 for 2. Now this is going to be a concern for OiLSERV, is keeping Jatin off strike for longer periods of time. Though that will be a moral victory for the SuperTech boys, because that could frustrate Jatin and he might be compelled to do something out of the ordinary. It's quite important that the batsman playing with him rotate strike, give him most of the strike. A chance of another catch. No, the other wanting that edge. But Manish is still lucky to survive. He's played 4 balls without getting one on the bat. Anshul marshalling his bowlers well. He has brought in the changes and managed to get some success so far. As another full-blooded drive towards mid-off, 1 run taken. So 30 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of power play. As we look at the scorecard, Akhilesh was the first to go. He was out 4 of 5 balls. He was bowled by Anshul. And then Aniket Singh was out 4 of 11, caught by Anshul off the bowling of Semlai. Jatin is batting there with 16 or 15 balls, and Manish is on 1 of 5. 5 extras in the total so far, 4 wides and a leg by. So that has been quite a discipline from these boys. As we look at the bowling card so far, Anshul Srivastav 2 overs 11 runs, 1 wicket. Ansar Mohammad 1 over 7 runs, no wicket. Bruno 2 overs 3 runs, no wicket. And Semlai giving away 8 runs but taking the wicket of Aniket Singh. So it's quite even Stevens out here, more tilted towards SuperTech. It will require a few of these OiLSERV batsmen to stay in the middle and score those runs for the side. As Semlai comes into bowl to Manish. Dot ball on the good length spot. The bowlers have found their lengths out here. It will need some calculated risk to be taken by OiLSERV and not allow the bowlers to settle into a line in length. They'll have to do something to upset that rhythm. So plays it towards short covers. Deepak feeds the ball but doesn't stop the single. Score moves on to 31. Jatin this time plays this towards covers. A beautiful shot given the width, and he's quite powerful on the square of the wicket, and he makes use of that. Third boundary of the innings, third boundary for him. Score moves on to 35. For the loss of 2 wickets. Jatin batting 20 of 16 with 3 boundaries. Again, another one. This time through the covers again. So back-to-back boundaries. Score moves on to 39. That is what Bruno and Anshul had managed to do so far. Keep Jatin off strike as much as they can. As soon as Jatin comes on strike, he is managing to find the gaps. As we have a look at the field spread out. The man at wide, long off, man at extra cover. The man at covers only one man inside the ring on the offside as he plays this down towards long on. Bruno, the fielder, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 40. For the loss of 2 wickets. Jatin batting on 25 of 18. Manish on strike. He too gets this one at the inner of the bat. Ball racing towards the square leg boundary. So much needed fuel injection into the OiLSERV innings. Gets his first boundary. Manish, he moves on to 6 of 8. 44 for the loss of 2 wickets. 14 runs coming off that over. After quite a few quiet overs, Semlai, the bowler who has been under the pump, he's got 1 wicket, but he's given away 22 runs of the 2 overs that he's bowled, prompting Anshul to bring back Ansar. The ploy, very simple game plan, is to see the back of Jatin as soon as possible, else he could take this game away from them. Currently the highest run scorer of this tournament on the leaderboard. And as Jatin reached the 300 mark, this time trying to play this one, foolish delivery. He's the only man to reach 300 runs in this tournament. As he rocks back and cuts this one towards covers. 1 run. Score moves on to 46. Rather 45 with that single. Manish on strike, Ansar the bowler. Up in the air, long on coming under it and dropping that one. Doing everything right, but not even holding on to that. As we run through the replay here, he's looping delivery. Manish goes in for the lofted shot. Bruno coming under the ball, but not using the right technique to take that catch and drops this one. So Manish is surviving, and he again Jatin wanting to as this time plays it towards short, fine, 1 run there. Score moves on to 47 as the last ball of the 8th over coming up. The team start bowling from the commentary box end, and then the back end of the innings start from the bowling from the vision, as Manish this time called a wide. Manish unlucky to miss out on that opportunity. It was a boundary for the taking on the legs. He swiveled across as well, but couldn't make contact. So score moves on to 48. It's the last ball of the over coming up. On the back foot, plays it towards short mid wicket. Ansar, the bowler himself, fielding it. So 1 run coming off there, 1 more run coming. So at the end of 8 overs, 49 for the loss of 2 wickets. Jatin batting 27 of 22. So we see another bowling change. Deepak Odrani coming in to bowl for the first time in this game. Right arm spinner. The fifth bowler being used. So Samlai being taken off the attack after the 14-run over. Slightly fastest ball, plays it towards point. Anshul the fielder there, no run there. This time full toss over the bowler's head for a maximum. Sounded sweet as it took off the blade. So 50 coming up. Score moves on to 55. And now Manish has his share of success. He is on 14 of 12 with 1 boundary and 1 6. Would want to continue. Short ball. Not that short. He was cramped for room. And manages to take a single shot mid-wicket. Deepak fielding of his own bowling. Score moves on to 56. These are warm conditions out here for the Oil and Gas Premier League, played at the Eagle Sports Ground here on the Dubai Al Ain Road. Our title sponsors Bluebell Shipping and Servo Well. Associate partners PFF Fittings, Asco Filtry and Caltros. As Jatin again plays one towards point, the fielder booting it there at the 30-yard circle. Score moves on to 57. Asking for a caught behind. Asking for a caught behind. Off the pad is what the umpire says. Keeper doing well, moving down to his left and collecting the ball, but it's not of the glove or the bat. So score moves remains on 57. Manish missing a couple of opportunities of playing the ball towards square leg. Edge this time beats the keeper, going towards fine leg. 1 run collected. Score moves on to 58 at the end of 9 overs. So 1 more over before we go into the drinks break and we change ends. Ansar to bowl the 10th over. He has already bowled 2 overs and given away 12 runs. Deepak Odrani is over costed 9 runs. Looping delivery again. Manish plays it across towards mid-wicket for a single. Score moves on to 60. Sorry, 59. 59 for the loss of 2 wickets. A partnership 31 of 25 between these two. Yes. Ansar bowls to Jatin. Down the leg side, called a wide. Plays it towards covers again. The man at extra cover coming in and fielding. A ploy very simple by SuperTech. They are happy to give away Jatin that single. That is why there is not many men around the ring on the offside. All the 3 men are, rather 2 men. There's one at extra cover and long off is slightly wide. As Rock goes back and plays to this one. Dot ball 61. 9.3 overs completed. Wide this time. Again, missing on that one. So score moves on to 62. They've been disciplined so far. They've given away 8 runs with out of that 7 are wides and 1 leg by. So that's still a decent one as Manish plays this one towards short square and takes a single. Score moves on to 63. 9.4 overs completed. 2 more balls before we go into the drinks break. As Jatin wanting to play this towards short mid wicket, closing the bat early. Lucky for him, just taking the edge and the ball going back to the bowler. Last ball of the over coming up. Again, rocking back and playing that dot ball to end the over. 3 overs, 17 runs given as we take a drinks break. Dinesh! Nishan! Hello! Fadi, ready? As you have Dinesh from SuperTech out here. Dinesh, happy with the way 63 for 2 in 10 overs?
Not that much happy. We are trying to keep them within 100. Of course, we had some 2 missed runouts and some 1 catch. But pity way, if you compare the first game and now we are playing, it's good actually. The way we are content, especially Jatin, it's been content. Hopefully, now our revised target is it should be less than 140. We should not give you more than 140.
And overall, how is the experience of the boys? What has been the talk apart from the field when you go down to the office? Have they been talking about the games again and again, and what sort of strategies have been worked out? In small pockets or in the meeting rooms?
Normally what has happened, all this confidence, whatever we have done, we have improved. Like first game we lost, then we came back again strong. The third one was, so confidence building up. In fact, we never played indoor. We were playing indoor, not outdoor. But if I see them now, it's a completely different team actually. They know how to adapt. Very few wides they had given away. The keeping was good. The ground fielding was good, excellent. I think if I want to rate, had we won that for opening match against OiLSERV, we would have been playing the finals actually.
Thank you for your time and all the best. We'll be talking to you again as the live action starts coming up. As we start from the Vision Grounds end. 10 overs, 63 for 2. Dinesh is on par, saying that they were looking at 100. And now revising the target to 140. They are well aware as what Jatin can do in this game. And ideally, that is what the talk would be now at the midway break as well. That if they manage to keep Jatin out as early as possible, they will be chasing a lower target. As Dinesh plays this one, Manish plays this one towards extra cover for a single. So 64 for the loss of 2 wickets. Brings Jatin on to strike. And OiLSERVs too would be not too worried about Jatin. There must be the other batsmen who are around, playing around with him. They need to step up and get those runs and take the pressure off Jatin. Down leg side, wrapping him onto the pads, but a quickish delivery this time from Deepak up to the batsman. Very well knowing anything short, Jatin is happy to cut that one or flick it towards this one. This time bowling it right up to the batsman. Surprising him, he'll have to, let's see, again a full toss, played towards extra cover. The man doing the fielding there can't stop the double. Easy two there. .350 local time here at the Eagle Sports Club ground. Score moves on to 66. Short ball, not so short, just swirling and playing it towards short mid wicket for a single. Score moves on to 67. He moves on to 32 of 29. This is the Challenger Trophy game between SuperTech and OiLSERV. OiLSERV captain Akhilesh winning the toss, electing to take strike first. As Manish trying to cut this one without much feet movement, just following the ball. This last ball of the 11th over coming up. Much better over by Deepak, who's given it just 4 runs. Chance of a third catch. Ansar coming in and number 3 gone. Manish checking his shot, but an easy catch for Ansar at short mid wicket. So the 3rd wicket down at the score of 67. Putting all the more pressure on OiLSERV. Kapil comes in at number 5. You got to see who gets to be the champion now in this game. So far, SuperTech riding high, getting the 3rd wicket of Manish. This is out at score of 19 of 21. Kapil comes in center. He is not on strike at the moment as Manish was out on the last ball of the previous over. So Ansar comes to bowl his 4th over. Plays it towards long on for a single. 68 for 3. 300 इसे नहीं क्रॉस किया. जीवन को चांस है आज. वो देखे ना क्या कर रहे हैं वो लोग. तो उसने ऑलरेडी बोल दिया तो बात अलग है. Wrapped on the pads and straight away given LBW. Kapil squaring himself up and wrapped on the pads. Easy decision for the umpire. Kapil goes without troubling the scorers. As we have a look at the replay, on pitching mid-lane leg, straightening up, and easy decision for the umpire. As Vineet Deshpande makes his way to the center. 67 for the loss of 4 wickets. Vinny Deshpande, middle order batsman coming. He already had a 47 against the same team when they had played in the league games. And OiLSERV Risers will be really wanting him to stitch a good partnership with Jatin. Asking for an LBW leg by. Probably it is going the height that should be the issue out here. Not sure if that was the right line that right way that you're playing. You got to play front. He's pitching the ball up. Jatin on strike. Down leg side will be called a wide. Score moves on to 70. Mariappan has done a good job so far. Not let anything through his chance of a catch is what they had. Vacant spot, 1 run completed. Both the batsmen coming for the second. Playing it wide off long on. Score moves on to 72. Slowish delivery. Plays it towards the mid-wicket region. Ball winning the race towards the boundary. Score moves on to 76. He moves on to 39 of 32 with 5 boundaries. Last ball of Ansar's spell. He's given away 25 runs of the 3.5. Cuts this one towards gully. Run being taken. Completed easily in the end. Score moves on to 77 at the end of 12 overs. Current run rate of 6.42 will get them to 128 as this game progresses. OiLSERV Risers will need to keep reassessing the score that they want to put up. They have lost wickets at regular intervals. They've already lost 4 wickets in the 12 overs. We have a look at the fall of wickets. 15 runs when Akhilesh was out. Aniket was out at the score of 28. Then a partnership between Manish and Jatin when 67 is when Manish was out, and then Kapil out at the score of 68. He went for first ball LBW without troubling the scorer. Since then, Vineet is lucky to have survived an close LBW call. Remain to see how much does he make use of that. As Deepak bowls a wide, and this time Mariappan has faltered. The ball going towards the fine leg boundary. 3 runs added to the total. Plays it towards short covers. Chance of a run out. Batsman just making it in. Score moves on to 81. Vineet on strike. He's yet to open his account. He's faced 1 ball so far. Towards the vacant cover area. The man had extra cover doing the fielding. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 82. Jatin on strike. Deepak the bowler. Again, tries this one. Good fielding there by the man at short covers. Ansar moving a couple of paces to his right and diving. Would have been a certain boundary. The man at covers was a bit finer. So would have been a steep chase for him to control the ball within the boundary. In the air, over mid-wicket for the maximum. The first maximum of the innings. So all the... second maximum. Manish had scored one maximum. So first maximum for Jatin. He moves on to 47 of 36. Is anchoring the innings well. He's taken the responsibility and so far has succeeded. He needs to make sure he plays right through the end to get his team to a good total. As another one trying to cut this one. Deepak this time not looping the ball, bowling it a bit quicker. As hurrying Jatin onto that square cut. Again, plays it towards extra covers. Man there doing the fielding, keeps it down to a single. So at the end of 13 overs, score 89 for the loss of 4 wickets. Current run rate of 6.85 will get them to 137. See, Ansar has finished his 4 overs for 26 and 1 runs. Deepak's 3 overs have cost 25 runs and he's got a wicket. 5 bowlers used so far. Shobraj comes into bowl. Shobraj to Jatin. 1 run towards long on. He moves on to 49. One shot of a well-deserved 50 as Vinith on strike to Shobraj. In the air and wicket number 5. Straight to Ansar at short mid-wicket. So Shobraj tastes success. He gets a wicket of the second ball he's bowled. He's out for 1 of 3 balls. 90 for 5. Half the side in the hut. And with another 6.4 overs to be played, it remains to see who is going to stick around with Jatin. After the fall of the wicket of Vinit Deshpande comes in the new man, Subbu. He's batting in number 7. Subbu Parli. Shobraj to Subbu. This time the ball staying a bit low, and Subbu being a tall man has to Plays this one towards square leg. Single completed. Score moves on to 91. 13.4 overs completed. Jatin on strike. He's on 49 of 39 balls. So only Manish has managed to cross double figures apart from him. Down the leg side, called on for another wide. (92) 14 extras in innings, 12 wides, 2 leg buys. Jatin on strike is on 49. 8 on. 1 run. Let's wait for the umpire's signal. Called a bat. So 50 coming up for Jatin. And a well-made 50 from Jatin. 90. He is on 50 of 40 balls. 5 boundaries and a 6.
इतना डेरी का काम मैं अजमान में नहीं करता हूँ। नहीं आज ही तो डाली है उसकी वीडियो जो थर्सडे नाइट को हुआ, आज सुबह ही तो डाली है मैंने वीडियो।
End of the 14th over, 93 for 5.
परसों रात से लुलू का था कल, तो लुलू का उसके पास तो कैमरा मेरे कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए था। उन लोग से भी बात किया था, लेकिन उन लोग ने मना किया, उन लोग को कुछ भी नहीं था। हाँ नहीं सवाल ही नहीं उठता ना, अगर आप उन लोगों को किसी को अगर
Deepak coming to bowl his last over of the game.
नोटिफिकेशन आती है ना सारे
Is 3 overs, 25 runs, 1 wicket.
थर्सडे रात को था डेट पर हमारा।
Cuts this one into the gully region. Fielder giving the chase, but the ball winning the race, going towards the boundary. Score moves on to 97.
इतना मुझे पता है कि मैं आपको प्रॉब्लम में नहीं लाऊंगा बिना इन्फॉर्म करे। अगर करना होगा ना मैं आपको बता दूंगा कि भाई ये मैं अपने रिस्क पे कर रहा हूँ। मुझे इतना पता है कि वहाँ सारे बैठे हुए ये सब चीज के लिए प्रॉब्लम मुझे पता है।
He moves on to 54.
नहीं राणा साहब, जो कल जो रात में वो टेप बॉल ना वो लुलू वाले का था, वो अपना नहीं था। ये थर्सडे को नाइट का था, ये वाला अलग है
97.
जी। हाँ ये करामा
In the air, plays it towards mid wicket. The man at deep mid wicket coming around. 1 run added. Ball coming into the keeper's end. Score moves on to 98.
ने परमिशन लिया हुआ है, वो टेंशन नहीं है। हाँ हाँ वो है राइटिंग में है उसके पास। राणा जी आपको पता तो है यार कि अजमान में तो मैं रिस्क नहीं लूंगा, क्योंकि मुझे पता है आपका इन्वॉल्वमेंट आ जाता है। हाँ
Subbu plays it in the air. Man at long on, interested. And another beautiful catch. Bruno the fielder. So Subbu running out of patience
दिन करूंगा, पहले आपको बता दूंगा कि मैं मेरे रिस्क पे कर रहा हूँ।
and wanting to take on the bowler. Skies it in the air and Bruno takes a comfortable catch. So second wicket for Deepak. 98 for 6. Alpesh Patel, the new man. Means to see who wins this Challenger trophy. This game will be followed by the all-important finals between Petrofac and Cummins Arabia. This tournament being played at the Eagle Sports Ground on the Dubai Al Ain Road. And it's well sponsored by Bluebell Shipping, Servowell, Asco Filtry, Carltos and PFF Fittings. Newman Alpesh comes to strike. Remains to be seen as Cuts this one and a single run there. Score moves on to 99. So the ploy to keep Jatin off strike and not give him those runs is not working. It is allowing him to score the singles even inside the ring. And with the left and right combination, it is difficult for the bowlers as Deepak comes in to bowl his last over of the game. Last ball rather. And he gets another wicket. Alpesh playing across the line. He completes with a 3-4. 4 overs, 31 runs, 3 wickets. As Alpesh Patel too makes his way, 100 runs scored in 15 overs. But the worrying factor for OiLSERV risers will be the 7 wickets that have fallen. Jatin Patel, the lone batsman who is scoring for his side. He's batting on 56. Remains to be seen who comes in to finish. Shobraj. Catching has been much better by the SuperTech boys. They've taken a few catches, dropped one so far. So as another wide, score moves on to 101. Shobraj bowling a wrong line, straying onto the pads of the batsman. Score moves on to 101 as he decides to change sides and come from round the wicket. Jatin plays it towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 102. Plays it, good shot by Bala, plays it straight down the ground for a single. Score moves on to 103. This is what he should be doing. Taking a single off every time he comes on strike and gets off strike and gives Jatin the strike. Doesn't need to do anything fancy like the rest of his teammates have done. Very well knowing that Jatin plays this towards mid-off, rather mid-on. And 1 run added to the total. Score moves on to 104. Well played. A risky save by Shobraj, trying to field the ball with his boot. Good for him that the ball was a feet away. Else could land his foot on the ball and twist his ankle, which is not what we want out here. Score moves on to 105. Jatin plays this towards long off for another single. Score moves on to 106 as the last ball of the 16th over coming up. Last ball of the 16th over, 106 for 7. Down leg side, wide. Score moves on to 107. Extras counting up to 17. Just chipping it back down the bowler's end for a single. Score moves on to 108 for the loss of 7 wickets at the end of 16 overs. So batsmen take a refresher for drinks. Deepak Odrani being welcomed back into the dugout. He's bowled 4 overs, 31 runs and 3 wickets. Bruno to come into bowl. He's coming back for a second spell. He's bowling the 17th over of the innings. Bala Sahib, the batsman. Bruno. Full-edge delivery. Not sure what the appeal was for. Again, overexcited meant it's off the edge. Score moves on to 109. हाँ जाएगा शर्ट में आया एक स्पॉन्सर्स है कैल्ट्रल के उन्हें हाँ हाँ we can't bring him here हाँ
ब्रेक बोलते रुक रुक 4-3 ओवर है ना ब्रेक के बाद आराम से लेगा ना मैच छोड़ना पड़ेगा
Jatin, chance of a run out. Again, miscommunication. Jatin taking off for the single. Bala watching the ball, which he did was right. Risky run in the end completed. Score moves on to 110. Bala on strike. Score 110. Waiting for the umpire's signal. He deems it a legal delivery. So no run there. Score remains on 110 for 7. Score 110 for 7. 16.3 overs completed. Edge. And the ball racing towards the third man boundary. The keeper just moving towards his left. And the ball taking the edge and going towards this vacant slip area for a boundary. Much needed one. They don't mind how they come, but they need those runs. Score moves on to 114 for 7. 114 for 7. This time better ball. Five catches being taken in this innings. Out of the 7 men that have been out, 2 of them, 1 bowled and 1 LBW. Only 1 catch being dropped by Bruno at long on from the commentary box side in. 114 for 7. It's the last ball of the 17th over coming up. Wild swing, no run there. End of the over, 8 of 8 runs for Bala Sahib with 1 boundary. Bruno completing his 3rd over, giving away just 9 runs. Anshul coming into bowl the 18th over. He's bowled 2 overs for 11 runs, and he was the one who started this run by getting Akhilesh. And he needs to make sure he keeps the scoring rate under check. Expansive drive, not the right length. It was way too full to play that stroke. Score remains on 114. This time waiting for the umpire signal, calls it a legal ball, not a wide. Score remains on 114. Jatin bit surprised, hoping it was a wide. So last 4 balls, no runs have been scored after that boundary from the 3rd man region. Plays this one over the bowler's head towards long off for a single. Score moves on to 115. Making sure that they need 4 men inside the ring. The man is shot 3rd. He's got a gully. Man is covers and the man is shot fine. And Bala playing and missing that one. Score remains on 115, and more importantly keeps Jatin off strike. A smart work of giving Jatin that single and placing him at the non-striker's end and having a go at the rest of the batsmen. As Bala on strike. This time plays it down the ground for a single. Score moves on to 116. Jatin batting 61 of 50. The only useful contribution by this boy. Not much support by any of the rest of the batsmen who have batted so far. He has to play out these overs and maximize. In the air, man at long on, coming forward, trying to take that catch. But missing that one, and a boundary coming up. So 120 for 7 at the end of 18 overs, couple of overs to go. Jatin batting 65 of 51 balls. Balasai batting 9 of 10, partnership 20 of 18. As Bruno comes into bowl his last over. 6 bowlers being used so far. Bruno bowling the 19th over, and possibly Anshul will come back to bowl the last over. Edge this time, managed short third, doing well to keep it down to a single. Venkat using his long levers there to stop the ball from going towards the boundary. Had it crossed him, it would have surely been a boundary. So score moves on to 121, remaining 11 deliveries in this innings. Down the ground for a single. Remains to be seen. 1 run added. Score moves on to 122. This time plays it towards the cover region. Banded extra cover doing the fielding. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 123. Want to get at least to 140 if they want to make a match of this. Dot ball. Score remains on 123. Chetan on strike. Onto the pads, plays it towards mid-wicket. 1 run there. Score moves on to 124. It's the last ball of the penultimate over coming up. 124 for 7. License. 124 for 7. Asking for a caught behind. Must be off the pad. Again, just optimistic appeal, no conviction whatsoever. So end of the over, Bruno completes his spell of 4 overs, economical of 4 overs, 13 runs. As Anshul comes in to bowl the last over. .124 for 7. And yes, it is. Bala had to run that second risky run to keep Jatin on strike. So 1 run added and a wicket loss. 125 for 8. Bala Sahib run out for 11 of 13. As Amal comes into bat at number 10. Yes. These pictures brought to you by AS Live. Experience the live moments. Anshul comes into bowl to Jatin. In the air, man shot third, giving the chase, 1 run completed, come back for the second easily. More importantly, will keep Jatin on strike. Score moves on to 127. He's trying hard. He's already reached 70 out of the 127 runs that have been scored in this innings. He's trying to make the most of it. Length delivery, which sends this over mid wicket for a maximum. Score moves on to 133. He moves on to 76. This time putting it in the slot, and Jatin sends this high in the deep mid wicket area for a 6. This is the last 3 balls, what comes up. Plays this towards covers, 1 run completed, will want to come back for the second. Good bit of running by the non-striker. Score moves on to 135. Last 2 balls of the innings coming up. We'll need to see if they come up to 140. This time in the cover region for another boundary. So expensive over so far. 139 is what the score is. Last ball of the innings coming up. Jatin reaching 82 with that shot. $15 runs coming off that over so far. Last ball coming up. Need to see how much do they get up to. They already got 139. 140 is what they needed, and they've nearly got there as he plays this in the air. Man down there coming to take that catch. Misses that one. Completing 2. Will come back for the third. And Jatin managing to finish that run. So he completes his innings at 85. 142 for 8 is what OiLSERV Risers have got in their 20 overs. 142 is what they scored. 142 for 8. They were at one stage at the danger of not completing the 20 overs, but have managed to do so. Partnership of 17 of 5 balls. All those runs coming off the blade of Jatin. Amal just had to make sure that he reaches the non-striker's end, and he's done well. So 142 for 8 as we look at the score card. Akhilesh 4 of 5. Jatin not out 85 of 60. Aniket Singh out 4 of 11. Manish out for 19 of 21. Kapil out for none for the first ball. Vineet Deshpande out for 1 of 3. Subbu out for 1 of 4. Alpesh Patel out for none for 2. Bala Sahib 11 of 13. And Amal was the one who finished off no runs, of only managed to make sure he was at the non-striker's end. As we look at the bowling card, 4 overs, 35 runs for Anshul. Ansar 4 overs, 26 runs, 1 wicket. Bruno 4 overs, 13 runs, no wicket. The pick of the bowlers, but unsuccessful. Semlai 2 overs, 22 runs, 1 wicket. Deepak Odrani 4 overs, 13 runs and 3 wickets. As Shobraj 2 overs, 12 runs, 1 wicket. As we come with the chase in the next few minutes. 143 is what SuperTech required to win this Challenger Trophy, which will be followed by the championship game between Petrofac and Cummins Arabia. Adi, Fahad. Hi, I'm Vinay. How are you, sir? I'm Rais. Just a couple of questions with regards to the tournament. Okay. Nothing in detail. Okay. Just from a sponsor point of view. Okay. What is it? Your full name, Rais? Rais Usmani. Rais Usmani. You are the director of this company. Of Kalros. नहीं it's okay. बस ठीक है. बैनर के साथ मूव कर लेगा? हाँ ठीक है तो. Yeah, yeah. Okay. कैमरा ऊपर होगा. He's there up. Boys. थोड़ा और close. थोड़ा और close. बस? ऊपर है कैमरा. हाँ ऊपर कैमरा. Ready? All right, as mid-innings break, we have Mr. Rais Usmani from Kaltros joining us. Sir, thank you and welcome to the show. First of all, a big thank you for sponsoring this event. What has been the expectations from Kaltros in this tournament?
Basically, today being the first day I'm here, actually I was in Oman, so honestly, I felt I should have been come here earlier also because I can see nice, very nice arrangement, a good tournament, a competitive tournament. The best thing about this tournament, the weather is very nice. You know, it's quite competitive. Usually in this part of the world, during the March, you get to see more hot. But so far, since I came an hour back, the match has been good. So people coming from oil and gas sector and they get to see more about Caltrols. We have been a reputable vendor for all these companies like Petrofec, OiLSERV, DNO, Cummins and all. So it's a good platform for us also.
And expecting Kaltros to put in their own side in the season 2?
Yes, definitely. That's what I was discussing with my team, and they are with me here. And I got a chance actually. In fact, the organizers contacted me, but I was in Oman, as I said, for last 1 month. So definitely, when the next tournament is happening, we'll have our team inside.
Anyway, thank you for your time and congratulations for joining us and sponsoring this event. We look forward to Kaltros having associations with the Oil and Gas Premier League in the future seasons as well.
Sure, sure. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me, and thanks for giving me the chance to speak to you guys. And then look forward to see you again. And definitely, I'm going to enjoy the tournament.
Anyway, thank you for your time, and that's the story. Mr. Rais Usmani committing that they are going to join season 2, going to sponsor and put in a side as well for the tournament, so we could have more teams and more competition as we take the mid-innings break to a conclusion and the chase upside in the next few moments. Thank you. Thank you, sir. तेरा इंटरव्यू है अभी तेरा यू I've not got you at all. Second match के वक्त ले लेते ना आराम से. हाँ आराम से ले 2 मिनट ले ना 2 मिनट ले. After that you will get busy with the finals. हाँ फाइनल के वक्त तो होगा ही. हाँ तो अभी सिर्फ मैच रिलेटेड ले लो फिर. मैच रिलेटेड नहीं. You are I'm not going to talk to you as a player.
As an organizer लास्ट मैच के वक्त ले लो ना आराम से.
लास्ट मैच में लो.
हाँ हाँ.
Then you'll change over and come.
हाँ हाँ.
ठीक है.
अभी as a player
नहीं वो फिर तू प्लेयर ही कर ले. I'll catch you as an organizer.
As an organizer.
ठीक है.
टूट मंगाया
नहीं अच्छा. नहीं वो ऑर्गेनाइजर की शर्ट में आएगा बाद में.
हमारे सीनियर इनका दामोदर.
What is his full name? Damodar what? Damodar Kamath is what? Manager, director,
हेड लीड सिविल इंजीनियर है.
lead civil engineer. Okay.
सिविल इंजीनियर. आजा 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 2 मिनिटाचा भाई 2 मिनिट. का भाई तोर वर पूछेगा
राइट साइड में हाँ ठीक है सर दामोदर प्लीज कम और बस अमल अमल उधर वॉल्यूम बंद करा दे एक मिनट ओके welcome back. We have Mr. Damodar Kamath from OiLSERV Risers. Sorry, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
You've been enjoying the tournament, following with the boys.
Of course, it was a very nice, interesting tournament. Especially today's match, I seen Jatin Patel like playing right from the start to the end, and also even the bowlers. You know, it was a very nice bowling.
Yeah, Jatin has anchored this innings. He's the top scorer for the tournament. Expecting him to come back and take a few wickets in the last game.
Yes.
And what has been the talk with you guys in the office when you all are not playing this game and gearing up for the next game?
Always look for the next game. You know, try to improvise, and I mean, always thinking of the strategy. So today it has been reflecting in Jatin's batting. It has always been a very nice game by Jatin, and also today I will expect our team, especially bowlers, to live up with the expectation.
And what about mini conferences, tea breaks during the office? Is there a lot of cricket chat going on with the boys?
Yes, cricket is the buzzword in our office, and even there are many players now. They are thinking of joining this league. Especially, there are many good players in the office, and of course, they will take part in whenever the next OGPL is there. They will come forward and take part.
So, OiLSERV Risers are committing that if season 2 and season 3 happens, they are going to be a part.
Yes, it will be a next very, very interesting season. This is the first one, and this is the to start with.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Damodar, and hope OiLSERV Risers live up to the expectations as it goes. As we thank Mr. Damodar for gracing the occasion, and we'll have the chase coming up again in the next few minutes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
जो फिलीपींस है क्रिकेट का कोई है नहीं बट टीम को सपोर्ट करने के लिए दूसरी बार
डब्बे मार के भी रखे
फर्स्ट में जिनका बैटिंग नहीं आ रहा है क्या अब मैं शांत हो बाद में नीचे चढ़ूंगा यार ये गेम को हारा तो मजा कर रही थी साला फील्डिंग आईफोन वहां पे सब पे आईफोन है बैक की फ्रंट पॉकेट में चार्जर है वाइट कलर का
मैंने अपना फोन कहाँ रखा भाई
है ना खुश करना है सबको एक बारी तो ये लोग खेल रहे थे मैं नया ही खेलना शुरू किया था तो बायलाइट सीरीज थी और हम लोग 2-0 थे थर्ड मैच खेलने आए 2 ट्रॉफी पड़ी हुई यार बायलाइट सीरीज है हम सीरीज हार चुके हैं 2 ट्रॉफी क्या कर रही है तो अपने लिए भी एक ट्रॉफी थी यार ये क्या लॉजिक है इसका अच्छा वो 2-1 हो गया 3-0 से नहीं आ रहे वरना बिना जीते एक भी मैच ट्रॉफी लेके घर जाने वाले थे चलिए सर स्टार्ट कराते हैं
पाथ ब्रेकिंग है ना फॉर द सीजन 2 and 3 कार्ल टॉस ने भी बोला वो साइड और ऑयल सर्व भी बोल रहा अपने लिए प्लेयर बढ़ाएगा
सिर्फ मैं इस पर्सपेक्टिव से सोचा कि जिसको खुशी मिल रही है तो क्या फ़र्क है।
अभी जो पहला मैच था सबसे पहला उसमें कौन जीता? जो लीग मैच सारे हमारे हैं ना, वो लीग मैच एक भी नहीं जीते ना।
Three position पे जीवन now wicket पे है. So 2 wickets he also will go up the ladder. So it's hotting up. ये है इन दो जीवन और जतिन के बीच में ये सारे awards. आउट ही कर लेगा. So chase gets underway. 143 is what SuperTech need to beat OiLSERV Risers in this game and claim the Challenger Trophy. As the weather starts to cool down now, the sun starting to set towards our left. चार्जिंग पे डाल दे उधर. हाँ और वो हाँ ठीक है लेके जा उधर बेटा उधर है ना सॉकेट है ना उधर अंदर. Welcome back. The chase underway. 143 is what SuperTech required Akhilesh to start the bowling. Ansar on strike is partnered by Bruno. Slip in place. Plays it towards point. Chance of a run out. Batsman complete the run easily. So 1 run on board. Pitched up delivery. Played it towards point and takes off for a single. Bruno comes on strike now. In the power play, 2 men outside the ring, man at long on and long off. Manish fielding at long off and Jatin fielding at long on. Jatin completing his. Bruno plays this towards covers again and another single to add to score. Overthrow there, so not good backing up there, so extra run given. Score moves on to 3. Earlier, Jatin had scored a brilliant 85 to get his team to a respectable score of 142. OiLSERV Risers would have wanted more than that, but at the moment, of 143 as Akhilesh. Chance of a catch, and Ishan Mistry takes a catch, so Bruno getting sucked into the trap. Bowled it held the line a bit, shaping away, but he was trying to eye the mid-wicket. It takes the outer edge of the bat, and Ishan Mistry at short covers takes a well-judged catch, so the first wicket down, and it's happy chappy for the OiLSERV Risers to see the back of Bruno. I guess exuberance getting the better of him out here. He had needed to understand that he needs to stick around and accumulate runs for his side, but at the moment will take a long walk back to the pavilion as the captain Anshul Srivastava comes to the crease. OiLSERV Risers need a few quick wickets to put the pressure on SuperTech boys as Anshul Srivastava comes to face the 4th ball of the innings. 3 for the loss of 1 wicket. The man out Bruno caught by Ishan Mistry of the bowling of Akhilesh. Man at covers doing the catching as we see the same field as a slip in place. Subbu standing there slightly wide. There's no third man, so they got to be careful that even an edge can go towards the boundary as foolish delivery, wanting to play towards square leg, outer edge of the bat, ball goes down to long on for a single. So Anshul off the strike and off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 4. Four for the loss of 1 wicket. Ansar on strike. Plays it towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 5. Bala Sahib doing the fielding from short mid-wicket at the mid-on region. Score 5 for the loss of 1 wicket. Last ball of the over. Scoring LBW, and yes, revenge for Akhilesh. Earlier in the day, Anshul had got the better of Akhilesh. This time, Akhilesh winning the battle back. Anshul playing all around that full delivery. It was always on the cards. If he misses, it's going to hit the leg and he's going to be out LBW. So early trouble for SuperTech. They're 5 for the loss of 2 wickets. And the captain standing up to the occasion, getting 2 wickets of the first over. As a number 4 bat comes into getting instructions from his captain, who is just out. As we quickly have a word with Manish. Manish, dream start, 5 for 2 in the first over?
Yeah, surely. We definitely are going to make this, almost the third position. And very good start by Akhilesh, very good catch by Ishan. So it's a very good start. We want to maintain the same.
Disappointed that you all were eyeing 170 at the start of the innings and you all ended up with 142?
Yes, little bit, because another reason was they were also, making up to the good length bowling, and they were not allowing us to hit very big numbers actually. So credit goes to them as well, and credit to Jatin, who remained up to the last, and he maintained very good, unbeaten scores throughout the tournament.
Anyway, thank you for your time and action. Back again, 5 for 2 in the first over, as Jatin is to start the second over. He's currently in second position in the wickets column. He's got 9 wickets in the innings, and he's got 10. Ansar has got 10. Inner edge towards square leg. Nearly managed to get if he... And these are battles between battles. If Jatin gets another wicket, and more so if he gets Ansar, he'll be on par with 10, but he's got a better average. So he will move to top position. So these battles, between battles, have to be won if you want to win the bigger game. He brought the ball back in. Ansar was trying to play this on the onside. Lucky for him, it hit the inner half of the bat and went towards square leg rather than going back towards the stumps. As Jatin comes in to bowl the second ball. Ansar playing it down the ground. The man at long on, Subbu, doing the fielding, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 6 for the loss of 2 wickets. Mariappan, the wicketkeeper, coming at number 4. He came in at the fall of Anshul Srivastava's wicket, who was out LBW for 1. And Akhilesh started off with 2 wickets in the first over. And pressure back on the SuperTech boys. Plays it towards Gully, the fielder there fielding, but can't stop the single. Score moves on to 7. Ansar batting 3 or 4 balls. Aniket trying to keep the ball as new as possible, shining the ball from one side. Maybe later on they could have some reverse swing. And at the moment, Jatin bowling a good line. He needs to maintain that as plays this one towards short covers and a single. So the runs coming in single so far, no boundary so far in the innings. 4 balls in the over, 3 runs coming off that. Akhilesh giving away 5 runs and taking 2 wickets in the first over that he bowled, sending Bruno and Anshul Srivastava in quick succession back to the pavilion. Jatin trying to keep the same pressure on the batsmen. into the block hole, play towards covers again, and another single. Score moves on to 9 as the last ball of the second over coming up. Alpesh Patel keeping wickets. You see the men down the ring. Man at short third, we man at gully point, cover, extra cover, man at square leg and his man at mid wicket. The men inside the ring. Ansar this time ball on the legs and sends it towards the mid wicket boundary, first boundary of the innings. Score 13 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 2 overs. Expensive over, 8 runs coming off it. It bowled well until that ball, but this time he manages to send this one towards the deep mid-wicket boundary. So score moves on to 13. So Akhilesh comes in to bowl his second over. He's bowling to Mariappan, who's batting of 2 of 2. Ansar batting 8 of 6. Plays this towards point, sets off for a single, misfield there by Vineet. Allows that single to be completed. Score moves on to 14. For the loss of 2 wickets, 2.1 overs. For 2. Full toss, plays it towards long off, sorry. 1 run, score moves on to 15. Mariappan on strike. Again, plays it softly towards short covers and a single being taken. Score moves on to 16 of 2.4 overs. Needing another 127 of 104 balls. Plays this towards cover. Good bit of fielding by Ishan, throwing himself, saving a certain boundary, but can't stop the double. But that's good commitment. When you're defending a score of 142, you need to save every run that you can. Last ball of the over. More reinforcement on the offside. Snow gully mowing a bit finer. The point covers on the pads will be called a leg by. So 19 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 3 overs. So we're costing 4 more runs to the total as Jatin comes to bowl his second over. 6 runs coming off this over. Akhilesh 2 overs, 10 runs, 2 wickets. As Ansar on strike. Jatin to Ansar. Plays this towards short cover, no run there. Score remains on 19. This tournament sponsored by Bluebell Shipping, Servowell, PFF, Fittings, Asco Filtry and Caltros. As Jatin comes into bowl to Ansar. Again, inner half of the bat goes to a square leg, single being completed. Score moves on to 20. Yorker delivery, digging it out, plays it towards mid-off, a single being collected. Aniket, the fielder, score moves on to 21. For the loss of 2 wickets. Mariappan doing well so far. He's got 5 of 5. .3 overs. This time the ploy working. He kept it on the stumps. Ansar trying to play this towards mid wicket. He misses and loses his stump. So 21 for 3. And SuperTech in deep trouble now with the 3 top order batsmen in the hut by the 4th over. So again another mini battle won by OiLSERV Jatin against Ansar. He needed 1 wicket to come on top of the charts and to beat Ansar, and he manages to do it by taking his wicket itself. So the contest heating up for the leaderboards, as this is the penultimate game of the tournament. .21 for 3. Shemlai Arumugam coming in the middle. Down leg side, Alpesh missing that one. And another 2 more runs run with wide. So, sorry, that's 2 leg byes going off the pad. Jatin trying to jag one back from outside the off stump towards the middle. but bowling down the wrong line, so gives away a couple of runs in the form of leg byes. So moves on to 23. Asking for another one, probably the bat. And the ball canning onto the stumps. All the players going up in unison, but very well knowing that it was off the bat. End of 4 overs, 23 for the loss of 3 wickets. Mariappan batting 5 of 5. Simlai, the new man, is yet to get off the mark with 2 balls he's played.
ऐसे वाइड है ना, तुम बोलेंगे तुम्हारा वाला कुछ भी नहीं है। मेरे पास ऐसे बंदे के मैसेज आते ना, तुम बोलेंगे तुम्हारा वाला कुछ भी नहीं है।
Akhilesh to continue his third over. He's scored for 10 runs of the 2 overs he's bowled and got 2 wickets. As another under edge ball going to the keeper. Score remains on 23. Now needing another 120 of the remaining 95 balls. .120 more required as Mariappan plays this in the air. Pala Sahib giving the chase. 2 runs being taken, wanting the third, not to be. They could have taken 1 for the throw. Score moves on to 25 for the loss of 3 wickets. The men out. Bruno out for two of 2. Good bit of backing up by Bala Sahib. The keeper Alpesh missing the ball. Score remains on 25. As we have a look at the scorecard, Bruno was the first to go. He was out 2 of 2 balls. Caught by Ishan Mistry of Akhilesh. Followed by Anshul out for 1 of 2 balls. He was LBW to Akhilesh, and then Jatin coming in, giving the most important blow. He bowled Ansar for 12 of 13. And Akhilesh now trying to keep a lid on things. He's given away 2 runs of the 4 balls that he's bowled. Score is 27 for the loss of 3 wickets in 4.4. So OiLSERV risers started rising to the occasion, very well knowing that another couple of good overs and a wicket can close out this contest. As Mariappan plays this one in the air on to mid-on and gets a single. Score moves on to 26 as last ball of the 5th over coming up. We are still in the power play. 2 men outside the circle. There's a man at mid-wicket and there's a man at long on. Plays it with a dead bat and plays it to a short square leg for a single. End of the over. 5 overs completed. 27 for the loss of 3 wickets. Needs to be seen if he continues to bowl Jatin or he brings in the change. Jatin to continue. We're still in the power play. He's coming to bowl the 6th over of the innings, the last over of power play. Jatin comes into bowl. Full toss, plays it towards, so the chance of a run out, missed there, and Bala Sahib again doing the backup there. Ishan Mistry trying to run out. Asking for an LBW. Is that down leg side? अरे walkie talkie पे बॉल पहला बॉल सिंगल नहीं था डॉट था.
पहला बॉल डॉट था ना?
हाँ.
सर पहला बॉल डॉट था, उन्होंने पहला बॉल सिंगल डाला. स्कोरर आवाज आ रही है?
9, 10.
Full toss, plays it towards mid off for a single.
एम्पायर आवाज आ रही है? एम्पायर हेलो हेलो एम्पायर एम्पायर
Harish bhai, walkie.
आवाज आ रही है आपको मेरी? कहाँ है? बंद है ये आवाज शुरू तो लो. चैनल चेंज हो गया.
Asking for an LBW again. This should be going down leg side.
आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही आपको? हेलो हेलो आवाज आ रही है आपको? पहला बॉल डॉट था, आपने सिंगल डाला हुआ है.
Let's go. 5th ball of the over coming up. And is that the one? Yes, it is. Not out. Yeah, umpire. उसको ऐसा लगा कि signal दिखा उसने. And an overthrow there.
दीप भाई जवाब बस कुछ सवालों के जवाब ना देना ना अच्छा होता है. मैं जवाब दूंगा तो आपको बुरा लग जाएगा, इसलिए ठीक है आपने उसको मैसेज भेज दिया. मैं भी उसको बोलता हूँ आपके पास जाके, क्योंकि ये उनकी गरज है, उनका काम है, उनको करके देना है, मसला नहीं. वेट नहीं करो ज़्यादा, टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करो.
हाँ कर दो बोल.
ठीक है ठीक है. अरे वो आज ही सिंगल डाल दी ना, हटा दी.
And the 4th wicket down.
बैट्समैन आउट हुआ उसका नाम पूछ लो एक्चुअली.
As the 4th wicket down at the end of power play. 29 for the loss of 4 wickets. The man out Semlai. He too played across the line and lost his stump. So the innings getting bad to worse for SuperTech. In the 6th over, they've lost 4 wickets. Only 2 bowlers have bowled so far. And both the bowlers have got success. Jatin 3 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets. Akhilesh, 3 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets. As we see the first bowling change, Bala Sahib coming into bowl, and Deepak Odrani making his way into the centre. He is going to partner Mariappan, who's seen 3 of his teammates lose their wickets. Inexplainable batting so far. The chase is going nowhere. There was no need to panic. They knew that they needed only 143 runs to win this contest. Had bowled well. They only needed to carry up the good work. It started with Bruno losing his wicket, followed by Anshul, and then Ansar playing all around a foolish delivery, and Semlaitu doing the same. And both of them had their timber disrupted by Jatin. So at the end of 6 overs, 29 for 4, and easily can be said that power play, this one belongs to OiLSERV risers, rise to the occasion. And Mariappan on strike is batting 9 of 14. As he plays this one towards long on for a single, brings Deepak on strike, needing another 113 runs of the remaining 83 balls. Current run rate of 4.86, required run rate 8.17. They needed a shade above 7 when they started this innings. Plays it towards long off for a single. Mariappan inner edges onto the pad towards the keeper. No run there. OiLSERV risers, bowlers now bowling with their tails up. They are keeping their clutches on the SuperTech innings. Bala Sahib to Mariappan. Comes down the ground, plays it towards mid-wicket for a single. A single's not going to hurt OiLSERV risers. They'll be happy to give those away. They would want to curtail the boundaries. As Bala Sahib comes into bowl to Deepak, plays it towards mid-wicket. Nobody out there. Ball racing away to the boundary. .36 for 4 after 6.5 overs. Deepak getting his first boundary. Second boundary of the innings in the 6.5 overs that have been bowled. Wild swing, ball not rising up much. No damage there. End of 7 overs, 36 for the loss of 4 wickets. Another 107 runs required of 78 balls. Current run rate of 5.14, required run rate reaching 8.23. As Akhilesh comes on to bowl his last over of the tournament. He's already bowled 3 overs for 14 runs. Want to come back and get a wicket or two and make it all the more difficult for the SuperTech batsman. .36 for 4. As Mariappan tries to dab this to short third and go for a quick single, not to be. He's got to understand his partner as well. It's not about him reaching the other end, it's about his partner too making ground to complete that run. 36 for 4 in 7.1. Mariappan into double figures, he's 11 of 18. Ansar was the other man who was on double figures, 12 of 13. As he lost his battle to as this time trying to cut this one. Ball coming a bit slower than expected. He had already committed to the shot. Kids. It was a Deepak on strike. Akhilesh the bowler plays it towards the vacant cover region. Man had extra cover doing the fielding there. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 39. And we see some tense figures in the SuperTech camp. Pretty happy at the midway stage when they knew that they needed to chase down 143. At the moment are 39 for 4. Both Mariappan and Deepak now trying to stitch a partnership together. The badly needs two of them to, as he plays this in the air, ball going towards the point area. 2 more runs completed. Score moves on to 41. Score moves on to 41 for 4. We're coming to the 5th ball of the 8th over. Straightish ball, plays it towards short cover there, wanting a single, and they complete it. Aniket doing the fielding with his boot, but running a bit away from the ball, which allowed the batsman to complete the single. Mariappan was already off the blocks, and he was running to the danger, and score moves on to 42. It's last ball of the over. Plays it towards deep mid wicket for a single. Jatin the fielder. So another 100 runs required of the remaining 12 overs. 43 for 4 at the end of 8 overs. Needing at a run rate of 8.33. Akhilesh completing his spell. 4 overs. 21 runs and 2 wickets. Akhilesh off the field. As Bala Sahib into Deepak. Plays it, cotton ball missed. Fluffing that chance. Could have been number 5. Deepak playing it back. Bala probably a bit wrong-footed there. And didn't expect that one to come back. So a chance missed. Score remains on 43. This time plays it to wide of extra cover. Ishan Mistry coming in from extra cover doing the fielding. 1 run. Score moves on to 44. This is the 9th over of the innings and another over after that. And from the commentary end, we'll then with the drinks break, we'll move towards the Vision grounds end. Yes. This time we're trying to be a bit cheeky and losing his middle stump. So half the side out for 44, needing another 99 more runs to win this contest. But at the moment there is nobody who has the intent of staying on the wicket and scoring those runs. A nothing shot from Mariappan, straightish ball, wanting to just tap it down to square leg and losing his middle stump. He's out for 14 of 22. All the initiative now rests on the owner of this team, Deepak Odrani, to take this team through. There are runs are not the issue, it is the issue of who is going to stay at the wicket with him to get those runs. .44 for the loss of 5 wickets. Last man out, Mariappan. As we have a look at the scorecard, Ansar Ahmed bowled by Jatin for 12 of 13 with 1 boundary. Bruno out 2 of 2, caught by Ishan Mistry of the bowling of Akhilesh. Anshul out LBW to Akhilesh, 1 of 2 balls. Mariappan out 14 of 22, bowled by Bala Sahib with no boundary. Semlai out 2 of 5, bowled by Jatin. Deepak Odrani batting 8 of 7 with 1 boundary, is now accompanied by Raj Mohan. (5:30) local time here at the Eagle Sports Club. Bala Sahib bowls a wide. Score moves on to 45. Score 45 for the loss of 5. Miss out there by the batsman, sorry, and the keeper too, but no run scored there. Score remains on 45. This one nearly chopping onto his stumps, and he does that. He's chopped it onto his stumps, so the 6th wicket down. This chase going from bad to worse. 45 for 6. Raj Mohan chopping this one onto his stumps, and the 6th wicket down at the score of 45. Bala Sahib too amongst the wickets. So all the 3 bowlers so far bowled have got 2 wickets each. It was Akhilesh who started with 2 wickets, and then Jatin getting the next 2, and now Bala Sahib also getting a couple of wickets to his name. Wait for the new man to come to the center. Naushad Sheikh, the new man, is coming at number 8. Field being brought up. The men outside are the man at long on. Again down leg side, a wide being called. Score moves on to 46. The challenger game being followed by the championship game between Cummins Arabia and Petrofac, both the top two tied. We near another bowling change. Vinit Deshpande coming into bowl for the first time. Required run rate moving up to 8.82. But the more worrying factor for SuperTech will be the loss of 6 wickets that they've had so far. None of the batsmen having a long stay at the wicket. It's compared to OiLSERV. Jatin had played out the full 20 overs, shepherded the innings as Vinit Deshpande comes into bowl to Deepak. Plays it to a short cover, no run there. And pitching it up to the batsman, inviting him to drive. Gets a bit of loop or drift. This time going for that expansive drive outside the off stump. Vinit bowling a good line, inviting the batsman to go for that shot. There's a man at extra cover waiting for that, and the outer edge, if it goes, could go to a man at short third man. So good bit of field placements. Remains to be seen as he plays this one in the air. Subbu the fielder into his hands and out. Stationing himself under that ball, but taking it high on his chest, probably a couple of inches behind, and he could have taken this chance and got the wicket of Deepak for Vinit, but Deepak survives. He's already got 2 chances. Fastest ball and trying to outfox the batsman, but bowls are wide, so score moves on to 48. 8 extras in the innings so far. 5 wides. As trying to play a single towards point, no run there. Vinit running through his over quickly. He's already bowled 4 balls, given away 2 runs. As a couple of balls more. Slowish delivery, but outside the off stump, goes through the legs of the batsman. So no run there. Score remains on 48. Another dot ball to end the 10th over. So 10 overs completed as we change sides. 48 for the loss of 6 wickets. Could have easily been 7 had Subbu held on to that catch. So back to the second half of the innings. It's another edge going down towards third man. 2 runs coming off that. Score moves on to 52. Parag coming into bowl, giving away. Score moves on to 54 with the double. He's already given away 6 runs of the 3 balls he's bowled. Wanting to play towards the mid-wicket region, but the ball taking the outer half of the bat and going back to the bowler, so no run there. Wanting to cut this one, not in this zone, but ball going into the keeper's gloves. So no run there. Score remains on 54 as the last ball of the 11th over coming up. Tossed up delivery. Naushad just playing it down dead. So end of the over, 6 runs coming off it. 54 for the loss of 6 wickets at the end of 11 overs. Amal coming into bowl for the first time. Vineet bowling just the 1 over. Unlucky that as Amal comes into bowl to Deepak. Bad ball onto the legs. Deepak plays it towards fine leg for a boundary. So second boundary for Deepak. Amal bowling down the leg and paying the penalty. Score moves on to 58. For the loss of 6 wickets. Requiring another 85 of the remaining 53 balls. The most worrying thing will be the number of wickets that they've lost so far. They've already lost 6. They can't afford to lose any more. To chase this down as this time holds the ball a bit outside the off stump. Deepak wanting to cut this one, but then 58 for the loss of 6 wickets. In the air, the man at mid-wicket coming in and a safe catch. So Amal getting a wicket of a third ball after being hit for a boundary of the first ball. Comes back to bowl a couple of good deliveries and gets the 7th wicket down. 58 for 7. Deepak Odrani caught by Parag of the bowling of Amal. (85) runs required of the remaining 51 balls as Salahuddin comes to the center. For the loss of 7 wickets. As Salahuddin comes to the wicket, he is partnering Naushad Sheikh, who is batting 4 of 9. And a rather dismal response by SuperTech against score as he gets squared up and he is bowled. So Amal is on a hat-trick. Salahuddin is out for no score. He is bowled of the first ball. Squaring himself up and losing his off stump. 58 for 8 of 11.4 overs. And now not only do SuperTech be in the danger of losing this game, they might be in the danger of not completing their overs as well. Amal on a hat-trick. As Vivek Kumar Yadav comes to the center, he has the task of first facing off the hat-trick ball and then partner with Naushad and see how far they can delay the inevitable. It's 8 wickets down for the score of 58. Amal on a hat-trick ball, he's already got 2. Just need to make sure he keeps it straight and simple. Under edge, the ball racing towards the third man boundary. Kapil doing the chase. Needs to be seen how much did 1 run added. Score moves on to 59. So the hat-trick averted. And Vivek 59 for the loss of 8 wickets. Another dot ball. End of the 12th over, 59 for 8. Needing another 84 runs of the remaining 48 balls. .59 for the loss of 8 wickets as Vivek Kumar Yadav on strike. He's facing Parag. There's the short third man, the man at short gully as well. And the wide ball down leg side. Kapil has to do the chase. 2 more wides to the total. Score moves on to 61. Vivek at the moment struggling with his Naushad on strike. फिर बैट्समैन गलत है यार. As Parag and another wide being called. Another dot ball. And Naushad happy to play out these balls as much as he can. Not taking any risk. Chief, you can't keep playing the music when the game is on. हम लोग commentary भी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. Thank you. There's another wide being called. There's a dot ball being played. 5 balls completed in the over. Last ball of the over coming up. Another wide. Two wides to the total. Score moves on to 64. This time plays it towards square leg. Chance of a run out at the non-striker's end, but ball thrown at the striker's end. So one run more. 13 overs completed. Score moves on to 65. As Jatin comes back, more importantly, they will want to wrap up this game as soon as possible. He will want to add to his tally. And let's see to it how Vijay Kumar Yadav stands up to the occasion. And Dot plays it towards short covers, takes off for a single, so gives Naushad the strike. Score moves on to 66. .1 overs, 13 runs given, 2 wickets taken. He'll want to wrap up this game as he plays this one. Dot ball, Naushad plays this, he's on batting 4 of 15. As the required run rate now going up to 11.55. Onto the pads, plays it towards short mid wicket for a single. One more run added. Score moves on to 67. Naushad moves to 5 of 16. Needing another 76 of 39 balls. Plays it with a straight bat back to the bowler. No run there. Have a look at scorecard. All the 4 wicket takers have taken 2 wickets each. Akhilesh got 2, Jatin 2, Bala Sahib 2, and Amal got 2. Parag bowling 2 overs but not success as Jatin comes into bowl. The 5th ball of the over. And plays it towards square leg for a single. One more run added. Wanting a second. Naushad declining that one. Score moves on to 68 as the last ball of the over coming up. As last ball of the over, plays it towards short covers, no run there. End of the over, 68 for the loss of 8 wickets at the end of 14 overs. Another 75 runs required of the remaining 6 overs at the rate of 12.50. As OiLSERV risers have this well and truly into the bank, but they only need to make sure that they want to wrap this game up as soon as possible. As Amal comes in to bowl his second over, he's given away 3 runs and taken 2 wickets. This game being followed by the all-important championship game between Petrofac and Cummins Arabia. as we thank our sponsors for this event: Bluebell Shipping, Servowell, PFF Fittings, Asco Filtry, and Caltros. Amal plays this back towards the bowler. No run there. There's hardly any boundaries scored in this innings, and wickets lost in big clutters as Vijay this time breaks the shackle and sends one towards the boundary. Score moves on to 72. Only the fourth boundary of the innings. Ansar scoring one, Deepak Odrani scoring 2 boundaries, and now Vijay is scoring 1 boundary. Dance karo. As Amal comes into bowl, Vijay plays it towards short covers, gets off for a singles, another run added to the total. Score moves on to 73. Brings Naushad on strike. And being called a wide, score moves on to 74. 16 extras in the inning so far. The highest scorer in this inning so far have been the extras. So I calls it a dot ball. .4 overs completed as we come up towards the closure of the 15th over. Beautiful ball beating Naushad up there. Naushad playing a very sedate innings. He's got 5 of 19 balls. As Vivek has scored 9 of 9 with 1 boundary. More importantly, they both have stayed as plays this down to a third man. Kapil doing the fielding there. 1 more run added to the score. Score moves on to 75 at the end of 15 overs. Needing another 68 runs of the remaining 30 balls. I see another bowling change. Ishan Mistry coming into bowl for the first time. He's bowling to Naushad. Starts off with a wide. Another extra to the total score moves on to 76. Another wide, this time down leg side. Good take by the keeper, Alpesh Patel. And another wide again. So 3 wides on the trot. Oh, could be. Is that another wide? Yes, it is. So 4 wides on the trot. Ishan has been guilty of bowling those 4 wides and delaying this innings. As we see, bowl for the first time. Chance of a stumping. Waiting for the umpire's decision not to be dot ball, the first dot ball of the over. As, Left on the pads, and he's been given LBW this time. So Naushad is out. LBW. So the 9th wicket down for the score of 79. And Ishan Mistry now amongst the wickets after 4 white balls. Bowls a dot ball, and the next one he gets a wicket. So the last man coming in. As we see a aircraft soaring in the sky, the same way that OiLSERV have been soaring so far. SuperTech aircraft never took off in this innings. They had bowled well, restricted OiLSERV to 142. Chase well in their control when they started, but Akhilesh had other ideas, removed Bruno and Anshul in the first over, and then Jatin coming back to take the all-important wicket of Ansar. And then it was total downhill for SuperTech, who are now staring defeat in just a matter of one more wicket. 79 for 9 as Shobraj comes into bowl to play. Rather, he's coming to bat. Dot ball. 15.3 overs completed. In the air, over the man at mid-on, ball going towards the boundary. So taking advantage of the man within the circle, sends it over the bar. So score moves on to 83. 15.4 overs, needing another 60 of the remaining 26 balls. 8 runs coming on the first 4 balls. Plays this towards short covers. 1 run added to the total. And 1 more run added to the total. Score moves on to 84. Score moves on to 84 as the last ball of the 16th over coming up. Plays it towards the fine leg, coming inside the line and plays this one. So the last bit of fireworks coming in from these two boys. Score moves on to 88 for 9, remaining 4 overs, 55 runs. Wait for the 17th over to start. As we see the Cummins Arabia team members coming in to play this final, follow the challenger game that is to conclude very soon. Bala Sahib coming to while saying a no ball being called. As we have a look at one fielder it's not a no ball, it's been recalled, so score moves on, remains on 88. Just need to make sure that the batsman understands it is not a free hit. 4 men already inside the ring. Backs away and plays this one towards short mid-wicket for a single. Score moves on to 89. 89 for the loss of 9 wickets. As Bala Sahib comes into bowl. In the air, one bounce towards the fielder. Vijay gets another single. He moves on to 14 of 11. Score moves on to 90. For the loss of 9 wickets. As Bala Sahib comes into bowl. Is that an edge? Not to be into the keeper's gloves. A wild swing, but no contact whatsoever. 16.4 overs completed. 90 for the loss of 9 wickets. As we're running through the motions of this game. Need to see whether SuperTech managed to complete their quota of 20 overs of batting and keep OiLSERV boys on the park for as long as they can. In the air, the keeper coming under it and drops that one. Is that a run out? Yes, it is. So finally, the drama comes to an end. All out for 91. A catch being dropped. As we watch, as we wait for confirmation as the now run scored in that ball, and who was the fielder? Yes. OiLSERV Risers winning the challenger game. They scored 142 at the end of their 20 overs and then came back with a spirited performance. 91 for 10, 1 run completed. Amal was the fielder from point who broke the stump down, and a fitting 51 run victory for OiLSERV Risers, who claimed the challenger trophy. And Jatin, rightly so, is the MVP of the game. The trophy presentation in the next few minutes. Hey, deep side. Guys, give place now. Chalo, thank you.
Kids, come on, come here.
Come this side.
Everyone will get medal, okay? Come. Yes, everyone played very good football.
चलो ठीक है बाय बच्चा बाय Vineet Ada. Welcome to the post-match presentation. The Challenger game coming to a conclusion. A 51-run victory for OiLSERV Risers against SuperTech. A contest not worthy of the scores that we are seeing. It was a much tougher contest for both these teams. They unfortunately missed out playing the championship, but still made it to the Challengers. And we quickly start off with the man of the match. For his brilliant 85 and 2 wickets up front, it is Jatin from OiLSERV Risers. His 4th man of the match of this tournament. He's been the anchor of this tournament. Wickets up front, and today battingly out these 20 overs for his side. As we quickly speak to Jatin. Jatin, on a lighter note, I hope you have enough space in your cabinets to collect all these man of the match trophies that you've collected so far. 4 in the tournament.
Yeah, there is a lot of space still. Still like 2 years of cricket left, so let's see how it goes.
2 years of cricket, the hunger in the belly is still going on. You've been the main anchor of this innings. You've been the top scorer for this tournament for your side. How important has this victory been for you all?
Look, this is okay. An individual is coming and addressing, but without the team, it is not possible. Even though the score looks good for one individual, but for each and every run, there is a support of a teammate which has gone. So I would like to thank my team, my captain, because they have been an enormous support to me, and I think without them, I would have not been standing here.
Thank you, and all the best for your future tournaments. Hope to see you on season 2 and collect all more awards. As we quickly move on to the runners-up for this SuperTech team of this Challenger series, starting with Ansar to come and collect his medal, followed by Bruno. Okay. Salah. Bruno. Bruno had a fantastic tournament so far. Bowled well today, but unfortunately on the losing side. Salah. Followed by Mari. Deepak Odrani. Dinesh coming to collect on behalf of Deepak. Munna. Semlai. Sobraj. Anis. नौशाद अनीस के लिए कम आउट फॉर अनीस नौशाद Naushad, well supported by his family out here. They must be happy to see him take the bat today and get onto the field. As Raj Mohan, Vivek, Sarvanan, Israni, and Jitendra Odrani. As Ani is coming to collect on behalf of Jatin. And last but not the least, the captain of the side, Anshul, will be coming to. As we talk to Anshul. Anshul, halfway stage, pretty happy, 143, but the challenge stuffed out right in the first 3 overs. You lost 3 wickets in a cluster, all the 3 top batsmen. Is that where the chase went downhill?
Yes, actually, credit to their bowlers. Actually, they bowled brilliantly. They completely utilized the new ball. The ball was swinging in 6 during the power play. We have seen that one, and the both bowlers have utilized that space. You know, they know where our batsmen actually play. They have seen, you know, our progress throughout the season actually. So they have actually maintained that line and length, and we've seen that, you know, they kept this match pretty close.
Anyway, on a total note, how much of an experience do these guys have enjoyed, and will we see SuperTech again in season 2?
Oh, definitely. We'll be coming back strong next season. And we have enjoyed this tournament thoroughly. Actually, it was new experience for our team. We are not playing much corporate tournament. Many players who have been playing first time as in the turf, and they really enjoyed on this match. Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations for the runners-up trophy, as you'll be collecting it from Mr. Kamath again. The challengers, runners-up, SuperTech, Anshul collecting the picture, and we can have the SuperTech boys come forward for the trophy and the photographs.
I also voted for this team.
Challenger runners-up, SuperTech, played well through this tournament. Thank you, SuperTech. As we come up to the challengers winners, OiLSERV risers, as we start off with the individual medals. Bala Sahib, please come to collect your medal. Parag, Ishan Mistry, Kapil, Subbu, Amal, Alpesh Patel, Aniket, Jatin, Jericho, a big round of applause for this gentleman who's tirelessly worked throughout this tournament, Vineet Deshpande, a much deserved Thank you to this man who's been the brainchild behind this tournament. And last but not the least, the captain. Guys, have I missed anybody? No. Akhilesh, please come forward to collect your medal. As we quickly speak to Akhilesh. Akhilesh, again, same question. 142, a pass score on this wicket. What was the team talk? And you went in and snuffed out the challenge in the first 3 overs, getting the top 3 batsmen.
Yeah, actually, 142, it was not like what we expected initially when we started the match. So we were thinking about at least 160 plus or 180. If we got it, then it would have been much easier to defend. But thing is that 142 was still a tricky score, and we really needed to perform in bowling very well. So that's what we did. All our players, all our bowlers did very well right from the beginning. We took crucial wickets at the beginning that helped getting the match in our hand actually. So that's what all went very well. We had a talk in between when we started the bowling, and then that's how we executed. We did very well. All the players, all the fielders, they did excellent job in fielding, catching, and then bowling. So that's how we completed this tournament on a winning note.
And on a bigger picture, how much has the OiLSERV boys enjoyed this tournament, and we would see them come back in the next season?
Of course, yes. So this is the tournament we'll never forget actually. So this has given a good team. That's what the intention of our management, that we will go and we'll do a team building. That's one part of our intent of this participating in this tournament. That's went very well. Now we as a team, we can say this is an unforgettable tournament for us, and definitely we'll come back in the season 2. Yes.
Thank you. And
before finishing, it is I want to thank to Vineet and all the organizers, because they worked really well and they did the excellent job in finishing this tournament in a very, very good atmosphere. So that's what I would like to thank Vineet, Jatin, and whosoever participated in organizing this such a wonderful tournament for us.
And did you enjoy the commentary as well?
Oh yes, why not? Yeah, because we usually go back and see the YouTube recording, and we really enjoy that commentary. This is the first time we are getting all this commented business in this. This is really.
Thank you for that. The challenger winners and the trophy to be given away by Vinay, sponsor of this challenger trophy, giving it to that's all, to Akhilesh. Calling all the boys together. Deep, come in. Huh? Yes. Come, stand there. We'll get the trophy. As a trophy being collected by Akhilesh and the supporter boys. Yes. Challenger Series winners. OiLSERV risers by 51 runs. Boys, smile as we get you for the team photograph. All the boys holding the youngsters who could be the future stars of the cricketing world. Boys, look there. More excitement for these youngsters who have come forward to see their dads and uncles bat and bowl. Boys, thank you. Give it to the. Come on, boys. Leave. Huh? Next match. Main finals. जाओ दीप जाओ. पीछे जाके बैठो ना. पीछे जाके बैठो. खड़ो. Champion ढक जाएगा भाई. Champion ढक जाएगा. The boys have to stand. Boys will have to stand or come to the side. वो champions ढक जाएगा. नहीं वो champions का ये है.
No, we will hold it up.
नहीं वो 2022 है. ये इसीलिए ये यहाँ है. ये यहाँ है.
सीनियर्स क्यों वहाँ से स्टार्ट?
Outside. थोड़ा बाहर. Yeah. Come. Deep stand. Deep stand to judge. Okay, boys, look front.
Okay.